Hi, this is Sundara, and welcome to the adventure of your soul. Today we're going to learn what the soul is and how you can connect and communicate with your soul. We're also going to explore the different states of consciousness and understand how we can apply this consciousness through our thoughts into our life. So become the master of your mind, where the old story ends and a new one begins. The old story, the things in our life that are not serving us, that we have brought forth from beliefs and patterns and different ideas about ourselves. It's time to just let that go and open up to a whole new story. One that is energetically aligned to where you are, to bring goodness and happiness and more joy in your life. So break free from limitations and soulfully create the life of your dreams by leaving this old package and throwing it aside. And we're going to explore how to rewire and rewrite your life story according to the blueprint of your soul. Your soul came here for a purpose, and there's a mission for you to deliver your gifts and your unique love and passion into the world. And it's just understanding what is the blueprint of your soul. So understanding the soul, your soul as spirit descended from the absolute, or cosmic consciousness, or God, or whatever you want to call it. So when our souls are a spark of this divine that's coming straight from the Almighty and the Absolute, it comes down into the physical world as the soul, and it finds itself into the body and matter. So our souls come into our body, the finite creation of who we are here in this physical field in our bodies. But it also still carries the spirit within the soul, the spirit that knows that it came from that absolute. And in this soul spirit holds the infinite intelligence, or Christ consciousness, which is pure intuition. It's the knowing that this spark came straight from the absolute, and this is who we are, encased in this matter, this physical body. So your soul is influenced by both spirit and matter. So you have the soul, and it's here in the physical world, but it's identifying with matter and through the perceptions. And understanding your soul is perfect, like a radiant diamond. It's flawless. It contains the absolute infinite intelligence. It's filled with superconscious energy, ever-existing joy and bliss, wisdom and intuition, divine willpower. And you have access to this unlimited divine power. However, your diamond soul has become beclouded by spiritual ignorance. Spiritual ignorance meaning forgetting your true nature as the self, as soul, as that infinite spirit, that spark of divine love. And it's also been clouded by a false self-image, the image that you perceive about yourself by what others told you maybe what you are, or just not understanding fully the capability of who you are. And worldly delusion, the delusion of the world. We have this perception where we think the world is going to bring us happiness. We want this and we want that. We're creatures of this habit of wanting stuff from the world, thinking it's going to bring us happiness. And then we only find out over time that we're unhappy again. And the next one is conformity, conforming to society, to how you were raised or brought up, or what your family or your teachers or whoever told you what to believe about yourself. So it's conforming, thinking one way of what you were told, and everything in your life is governed by how you think of yourself and how you're creating your world. So your soul has become identified with the body and the physical world, and you have forgotten your true immortal nature as limitless spirit. And the longer you forget, the more you suffer. Why? Because, as I said earlier, the only true lasting source of happiness is found within your soul. Your soul has the key to everlasting happiness because it sits in the spirit of the divine with this fulfillment of happiness. And until we come back into this happiness, into our souls, by recognizing and experiencing ourselves as the soul, we begin to experience everlasting happiness. So to better understand the soul and its pull towards spirit and matter, let's explore the states of consciousness. So we have the super consciousness, which is intuition, wisdom, bliss. The ever-flowing joy of spirit is the super consciousness. And next is the consciousness. This is the wakefulness. This is the ego. This is our waking conscious state when we're awake, making decisions throughout the day. And then we have the subconscious, which is memories and dreams, and it's all this recollection of different traumas that happen to us, different beautiful things that happen to us. So we have all these 3 different states of consciousness, and all of these states of Christ consciousness, they always remain together. However, one state can be stronger than the others. So although the soul is super consciousness, when it identifies with the outside world of matter, it takes on the persona of the ego. So when you understand this, the ego remains linked to all states of consciousness. So your ego draws from the superconscious mind and the subconscious mind acting in the conscious state. So in order to change a reality, we must expand our consciousness, where our conscious mind is pulling and receiving information from the superconscious mind. Because the superconscious mind is the mind that contains the intuition, the all-knowing goodness of your soul, of your dreams, of your purpose in this life. So the more we're drawing from the superconscious mind, the more we are living in our authentic selves, fearless and total peace and a calm state of mind. So when we're living a lot from the subconscious mind too much, when the mind is pulling from the subconscious, a lot of times we are acting and thinking from memories from the past. And some of these memories were terrible and really had an impact and effect on us. And living our life from the subconscious mind more than the superconscious mind is going to bring us pain and suffering in this life, because we are not going to understand exactly what is happening. So we want to condition and expand and train our minds so we are living from a higher state of consciousness. Everything in creation is vibratory spirit. Everything including you, all of us. Everything in creation is spirit. And thought is the energy that creates matter. So everything in creation is spirit, including us. And the one first spark of spirit that comes from the absolute is thought. So how powerful is it to train our thoughts to pay attention to what our minds are telling us? It's crucial that we learn the abilities and skills to develop and strengthen and expand our consciousness. In order for your reality to change, you must change your thoughts. So how do we change our thoughts? How do we connect to our souls? You connect to your soul by withdrawing your energy from the external world and subconscious mind and bringing it back into the soul, which governs the superconscious mind. This connection is accomplished by deeply relaxing your mind and body in order to experience your higher self, the soul. In this deep, calm state of being, you literally begin to rewire your brain cells. And when you go into these meditation states and you start calming your mind and shutting it down from the matter, the physical, the external world, you're bringing it in back to your source, to God, to spirit. So by meditation, when you experience yourself as spirit, you draw upon the power of the superconscious energy, the all-knowing intuition, which is love, bliss, and happiness. So in order to experience higher states of consciousness, the mind chatter must be turned off. We must turn our monkey mind off and the chatter off so it quits replaying these reprograms from the past. And over the years, over the past 30 years in studying and trying to meditate, believe me, I know how hard it is to quiet the mind. I was notorious for a busy mind. I couldn't sleep at night. I would lay down and my mind would be going and going and going. And honestly, I really thought I felt schizophrenic. And I'm not exaggerating with that. It was crazy. And I started beginning to learn how to analyze my mind and hear the thoughts and the different voices that are playing in my mind, and learning how to reprogram these with positive information in order to change my reality. So that's why I created this innovative self-empowerment program to remove suffering by raising your consciousness. And I made it fun and easy. This is what Reawakening the Soul is all about. This is my own adventure into the journey of my soul, of coming back to knowing myself as the soul, as this infinite spirit. And through this journey, I did it through my artwork over the past 30 years and took this adventurous, blissful journey and game of life. And my expression was to paint. When I felt this deep truth for myself, I wanted to express it, and a lot of my processes were done and self-analysis was done through painting. So after I did the paintings, I got the information on each one and the different messages that they had to offer. I was guided to turn it into wisdom cards with the universal principles on many different aspects. And then I was guided to do a self-exploration guidebook, which has tips, tools, and exercises to bring us back into this higher state of consciousness. And as I was painting, I was going into these deep states stepping into the canvas where there is no time, no space. There's only that pure enjoyment of the present moment. It's so yummy there. And this is what I want everybody to get to, is this beautiful sacred place within. And we all know it. You've felt it before when you're doing something and you're engaged in something, you're totally absorbed and you love it, and you just are your mind is at peace and stillness at the 0 point. And I wanted you to experience that. So what I did was I turned in each card turned into a guided exploration through a video journey back into your soul. And it's using your own stories through self-exploration and introspection, where you're using your story and you're learning how to change your story at a very relaxing, subconscious, subliminal way. They're very relaxing, but it's fun, easy, relaxing. And when you're plugged into the videos, you are literally rewiring and reprogramming your spiritual DNA, because your whole body and energy is just feeling what it feels like to be back into your soul again, into your natural state of being. So with this program, and I have a great coloring book, workbook where you color and do the exercises, and it's all about raising your consciousness to bring you back to connect with your soul and experience yourself as this soul. So get ready to create the life of your dreams. So this is the story, your storybook life. And when you look at it, you are responsible for creating your storybook life, or life will create it for you. If you just keep on living life by thoughts from the subconscious mind that are patterned and programmed to live off of the past, which doesn't feel very good, then you're just going to allow life to keep creating for you. Or you can take charge and come back and say, no more. I want to master my mind to create the life that I want to create for myself, that my soul knows and sees what needs to be created. And I'm ready to jump into that journey and start creating a happy, healthy, mindful life. No more pain and suffering. Happiness is a choice, and it's up to you to choose it. So are you ready to embark on a journey into your soul and become a star on the stage of life? Well, it's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do with this, and understand your soul and understand that there is a higher way of living life, living your dreams according to the purpose of your destiny. So thank you for coming and sharing your time and journeying into your soul, and welcome to the adventure. I hope we can journey together and explore the depths of raising our consciousness and creating a fulfilled life that we deserve together as a team. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.